Are you living in fear of an alcoholic partner? I can't tell you how often we meet people where there's newly formed sobriety in the relationship, and the former drinker looks back and says, "It wasn't that bad. What are you all upset about? I'm sober now. I only made a big tray of nachos and spilled it all over the kitchen floor once in a while. It was very rare that I was out late and locked myself out and had to bang on the door to have you let me in at 2 o'clock in the morning. Really, my drinking wasn't that big a deal. What are you so worried about?" Well, let me tell you, living with an alcoholic is living in a constant state of fear. Here are some examples. Living with gaslighting, being told that your reality, the things you're seeing, those aren't really real. That's terrifying. What about deceit? Being told, "I only had a couple of drinks," when it's clear that this person is smoking drunk. That deceit leaves you living in a constant state of fear because you don't know what to trust. What about explosive reactions? Let's say that person flies off the handle, only occasionally, but because they do it occasionally, you never know when it's coming. So again, a constant state of fear. How about those tells about how much your person has been drinking? The way their footsteps sound when they lean in and give you a bunch of forehead that clearly indicates they've been drinking, or obvious things like slurred speech or slamming doors, things like that. So you're constantly in a high state of alert, anxiety, and fear about how much your person's been drinking. What about Darvo? When every time you bring up an issue, they deflect and deny and make it your fault instead of their fault. How can you possibly trust somebody like that? Threats of divorce, threats of separation, sadly, threats of suicide. These are the kinds of things that people who live with an alcoholic have to deal with, and it leaves them in a constant state of fear. What about a lack of emotional safety? Just an environment with increased anxiety. It's really hard to develop healthy, happy children when they're living in a place where you fly off the handle and you create tension and anxiety in your relationship. Those kids pick up on that all the time. It's really sad that we live in an environment when we only think of abuse in the realm of physical abuse. And we have drinkers that think, "Well, I don't hit my person, so I'm just fine." I'm here to tell you, living with an alcoholic is living in a constant state of fear. It's no fun. It's not healthy, not for your mental health, nor for your biology, because when we live in that state of fear and anxiety all the time, it has biological consequences. If you'd like to hear more of our opinionated ramblings, we hope you'll check out the Untoxicated Podcast. You've got this, and we've got you.